Hi, and welcome to today's chat. Do you know anyone who believes that they should be rewarded for just existing? Those ones that think that life or someone else owes them. Yes, today we're going to be talking about those people. Those people that have what we call the entitlement mentality. Yes, I know some of you will say, but they are just being hopeful. Being hopeful is great, but when you start demanding rewards for things that you have not worked for, or treating help as if it's your birthright, as if it is your right, that is when entitlement kicks in. So let's look at it. What is the entitlement mentality? Entitlement mentality is simply that belief that people have that they automatically deserve privileges, they deserve rewards, or they deserve special treatment just because, they don't care about making efforts, they don't want to take responsibility. It's just vibes on vibes. It's that I deserve it syndrome, where people feel owed simply because they exist or because they did something for someone else. Life does not work that way. So it's just like saying that, oh, I deserve a six-figure job simply because I graduated. Do you understand? Or you must give me a part of your salary because I connected you to the job. Excuse me, sir. Are you HR? Did you sign the employment letter? I know that a lot of us have seen entitlement in different ways, either from our family member who expects us to keep sending them money just because we're abroad now, we have jackpot, or that sibling or relative who expects you to take care of them financially simply because they are family. Meanwhile, they have never even done anything to support you or contribute to your success. Yes, family is about love, it is not about forced obligations. Or maybe what you have seen is that friend who feels entitled to a share of your salary, like I mentioned earlier, because they connected you to the job. That is not help. Just say that you simply invested in that person and you want to get your returns, because true help should come from a place of generosity, not any hidden obligation. Now, on the flip side of this particular one, if someone helps you, gratitude is necessary, but compulsory payment is what is not. Please don't get it wrong. Now, you may have also seen someone who borrows money and they get offended whenever you remind them to pay back. I'm like, is this not witch? Or you might have seen someone who works at a company, say, for 5 years, and just assumes that, oh, I deserve a promotion because I've been around, I've been here. How? Meanwhile, you see another person putting in the work, improving their skills, getting promoted instead. And this person will just feel like, oh, I've been here for 5 years, so they should just promote me. Now, what entitlement does is it makes people to ignore effort. Yes, they ignore effort and they expect rewards just based on their presence. So now, the truth is, a lot of us are guilty of this at some point in our lives. But what we should avoid is entitlement becoming a lifestyle. Entitlement should not be your lifestyle. In fact, it shouldn't be a part of us. So what are the signs that someone has an entitlement mentality? I think for me, the first thing would be when you don't show gratitude. You just have expectations from people. You cannot say thank you. You assume that it is everybody's duty to help you. I think that's a sign that you have entitlement mentality. Another thing is you owe me for life feeling. Oh, so you helped somebody once and because of that, you have to keep helping them forever. Why? That person is entitled. Or you have someone that keeps taking. Their own is just to take. They don't want to give back. They want support. They want money. They want opportunities. But they will not lift a finger to do the same thing for you. That's the entitlement mentality. Then you have people that get angry when they are denied of anything. Like, if you say no to them for any reason, they just start acting like, this person has betrayed me. That's the entitlement. People have the right to say no. Because imagine if God treated us the way entitled people act. A lot of us, in fact, will be in trouble today. But the funny thing is, sadly so, this entitlement is not a new problem because it's been around since ancient times. Even in the Bible, we see people demanding rewards, demanding privileges, demanding special treatments, thinking that at that time they deserved more than they had. And for most of them, that mentality didn't take them far. Let's look at a few cases. Of course, the Israelites. Stubborn people with their coconut head. They kept saying God will deserve better. The Israelites, their story is a sorry case. After God miraculously delivered these people from slavery, you would think that they should be grateful, Abi, but no. The moment they saw small hardship like this, they start complaining. Oh, where's our meat? Oh, where's our water? And when we were in Egypt, we had better food. You can read their story in Numbers 11:4-6. They just forgot that that freedom that they had was even a gift. They just started acting as if God owed them. In fact, that story it makes me laugh every time I read it. And guess what? That their entitlement mentality led them to 40 years in the wilderness. So we should learn from these Israelites that nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you. We have privileges, but no one owes you. Yes. Another story is the rich young ruler that felt, oh, I've done enough. In Mark 10:17-22, the guy walked up to Jesus with confidence. Good master, I've obeyed all the commandments without feeling of. So eternal life should be mine, right? I've been well behaved, so I should go to heaven. Jesus now told him, Oga, go and sell all your riches and follow me. And what did he do? He became very sad because apparently for him, heaven was cool to go, but sell assets, no, that was not cool. So this tells us that entitlement might even make you to reject opportunities because you think you deserve reward on your own terms. Go and sell your riches and come to heaven. Problem. Good behavior is what should take me to heaven. Let's also look at the mother of James and John. The one that felt her sons deserved VIP seats in heaven. This one is like next level entitlement. The mother of James and John went to Jesus and said, God, please, let my sons, let one sit on your right and let the other one sit on your left in your kingdom. We see this account in Matthew 20:20-28. In fact, this story makes me because it's just like you're applying for a job and you're saying, I want to be the CEO, or your mother shows up in your office and says, please make my son the CEO. I'm here to demand CEO role for my children. And Jesus had to tell her, Mom, see, this is not how it works. Are they ready to suffer like I will suffer? Moreover, that seat is prepared by my Father for whoever he deems fit. So you want glory? Can you do the sacrifice? Does this story sound familiar? Does it sound like you? Yes, you. Stop expecting privileges without responsibility. Go and earn your seat at that table. Now, I could go on, and there are quite a number of examples. But if we look at the flip side of all these examples, what we see that the Bible teaches us is responsibility, gratitude, diligence. Let's even look at Jesus. With all the power that Jesus had, Jesus did not just say, okay, I have come, I'm the Son of God, bring food, bring all your money, bring all your oil. No, Jesus actually walked like a true leader, worked for us. So now let's look at, having said all this, why is entitlement mentality, why is it dangerous? Number one, because it breeds resentment. When expectations are not met, entitled people, they just become angry at everybody. Instead of adjusting their mindset, they start to get this feeling as if somebody cheated them. Life is unfair. Meanwhile, life is fair. They are just being funny. Another thing is it damages relationships. When people see you that you're always mwa, your own is to collect, but to give, no, you're always demanding, people will just start avoiding you. Another thing is my present personal growth, because entitlement makes people lazy. If you think success should come to you on a platter of gold just because, I don't know, you might not put in the work. You might stop improving when you believe you deserve things without working for them. And why won't you work? Apostle Paul made it clear in 2 Thessalonians 3:10. He says, for even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. You know what that means? No work, no chop. Yoruba will say, my dialect, they'll say, if you don't work, you should not eat. Yes. So God blesses us, but he expects you to take responsibility for your life. So how do we drop the entitlement mentality and build true worth? The first thing for me is you have to cultivate gratitude. Say thank you. It is free. Nobody will charge you for saying thank you when people do things for you. Whatever it is that you have, appreciate it. Thank God for it. Instead of always demanding more and complaining. Another thing is take responsibility. Please go and work for what you want to do, for what you want. Nobody owes you shortcut to success. And how do you even feel just waiting for handouts? Don't you want to be the one giving people? Take ownership of your life journey. Stop waiting for people to bless you every time. Another thing is you need to give without expecting anything in return. Yes, don't just give. Give and be willing, always be willing to help without expecting returns. Because for me, true generosity is when you give and you let go, not when you expect the person to pay back. It's not investment, it's not exchange. Yes, and if we look at Jesus washed people's feet. That's service, that's giving. So who are you that you cannot serve? Go and read John 13:12-17. Who are you that you cannot serve, that you cannot help people? Another thing, please, is learn to accept no. Rejection is part of life, and nobody is obligated to meet your every demand. No one. Yes. Another thing is you need to desire excellence. Earn your respect and opportunities through value. Come on, not through entitlement. Then for me, the last thing, respect other people's choices. If somebody chooses not to help you, fine. When they choose to help you, it is respect their choice. It's a privilege. It is not a right, and you have to be humble enough to recognize that when people do things for you, it's not a right. So I'll close by saying this: entitlement is a silent killer, and it can make you to be bankrupt even before you get started in life. So let's drop that "oh, I deserve it" mindset. Focus on adding value to your life instead. And see, gratitude, effort, and respect, they are key to building strong and healthy connections and succeeding in life. Remember what the Bible says in Proverbs 13:4. The soul of the sluggard desireth and hath nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. All this diligence in simple terms means hard work and responsibility will always pay off. End of story. So have you ever met an entitled person, and how did you handle them? Or maybe just maybe you are the one that has had the entitlement moment yourself, or you still have it. If that is you, go and drop it and learn gratitude, respect instead. All right, thank you very much. If this video added value to you, like and share with someone that needs to hear this. That entitled person in your corner, share this video with them and let them learn. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.